Hey everyone, this is a follow-up video regarding my previous video that I made about the game and all the issues that I had with the game. In this video, I'm going to be talking about 5 main things. These things are going to be beneficial for PvE and PvP players. If you're both, then that's even better. Whatever I talk about in this video is things that a lot of people are affected by and a lot of people have concerns about. So I asked around the community and people that I've met. So in this video, the first thing I'm going to talk about is admins. Now, as you all know, admins have been around for a year plus, a year and a half, 2 years now. And regardless if you're on the iOS version or Android platform, and if you play on the American, European, or Asian server, no matter where you are, you know that, you've seen people with legendaries, but not that many. Only a select handful or a select group of people have legendaries. And after a year and a half of that being released, I don't think that's fair to everyone else that has been grinding and doing hundreds of dungeon runs to get these admins, because you need 10 of them. And the worst part about it is there's 4 people on a team, and you do a dungeon, and when like if a miracle happens and an admin drops, then you have to, on top of that, not only have you spent hours, weeks, months grinding for an admin, but now you have to roll for it. So you have a 25% chance of getting it. So that part even sucks. So that thing has to change. They have to increase the admin rate. They have to. It's not fair to everyone else that has been paying, even the pay-to-win people. You know, people spend hundreds of tabs and thousands of runes on reroll events, lottery events, and they still don't get it. And that has to change, because I feel like everyone has an equal shot at getting it. When scanner weapons first came out, like 2 years ago, when FML was out, all you had to do was go inside the FML. The drop rate for scanner was really low, but when you finally had that, you could go do a boss, kill it, and bam, you have a scanner. Then they had the monkey boss, where you could go in and upgrade that scanner and scanner weapon and make it enlightened. Then they came out with the regular, which was great because each class could make one specific thing, and it created a huge market for players and, you know, the gold and everything, and it was great. It was great business, it was great marketing for everyone, and it gave everyone something to look forward to. Because they knew no matter what, at the end of the day, when they reach that end goal, they're going to get that item, that weapon that they want. But that's not the case for legendaries, because you need 10 admins. And not everyone knows, like, you're not guaranteed a legendary if you have, you know, it's not like you need this, this, and this, and you'll finally get it. Because all the items in the past that you needed for your previous weapons, they were obtainable. Admins are not obtainable. Admins is like, yes, when I say obtainable, I mean like, you know for a fact that eventually you're gonna get this. For admins, the drop rate is so low, and you have to spend hundreds of tabs and thousands of runes on lottery events, because now they put that in the lotto, to try to get one, and you need 10 of these. And it's ridiculous, because I know players, and I'm sure you all know players, and maybe this could be you yourself. You do hundreds of runs, you spend so many tabs, you work your ass off to try to get these admins, and the worst part about all this is that there's 4 people on a team. So when you go into a dungeon and you try farming these, if a miracle happens and one drops, you only have a 25% chance of getting an admin. You know, like, people are afraid to run with others. You know, I see so many times on global admin reserves runs, looking for tank, admin reserve, they put that stuff in parentheses. And it's really sad to see, because I feel like everyone should get an equal shot to get admins. I feel like everyone, if they increase the drop rate, which they should, that not everyone, there wouldn't be just a select handful of players with legendaries. And after all this time of admins and legendary weapons being out, it's about time they increase the drop rate and give everyone a fair and equal shot to obtain these admins. Number 2 on the list is PvP. Now, I want S4 to be released. I know a lot of people want S4 to be released, but the issue is that they have to fix the classes first. There's so many broken classes right now. Resilience itself is broken. You need full new level 4 or 5 gems just to survive and durability inside the arena. And that's not fair to people that aren't pay to win. There's classes that outclass other classes. For example, monks, like healers. Before, you know, the Stargazers came out, it was healers that everybody needed for arena to heal things. Now you can get a Stargazer and they heal 10 times better than a healer, and they survive 10 times better with PvE gear. You know, full S3 monks with fully level 4 or 5 gems can't even survive half the amount that a full Stargazer can with tier 5 PvE gear. You know, and that's ridiculous because there's a lot of monks that have been spending their time, effort, energy, you know, and money into getting good gear, into getting the best gems possible, just to find out, you know, when you go in arena, you're gonna get your ass kicked because PvP is broken, resilience is broken, and monks just don't heal the way they used to before this update came out. These previous updates came out. They basically ruined it for healers. The PvP aspect, I mean. So classes need to be balanced. They need to fix resilience, and they need to release S4 as soon as possible, but I hope they do it the right way. Number 3 on the list is the chat system. I made a video on this in the past, you know, and I had many videos actually about this in the past, but it didn't have much success because I had everyone write a complaint, and you know, the next day on the Order in Chaos Facebook team, they posted something and they said, we got a lot of tickets, you know, regarding this issue, and you know, what do you want us to do about it? Even though all the players told them we want a new chat system, they play stupid and they're asking us, what do you want us to do? And we all told them in the comments, like, you know, fix the damn chat system. Like, we can't see all the chats at once, and it sucks. Like, we should be able to see all chats at once. Before, it was great. We could, if we didn't want to see a certain chat channel, we could hold on the icon and we could block it. The players had the option. The players were in control. You know, now Gameloft is forcing us. We don't get to choose for ourselves. They force us to select one at a time. Now, I don't know why they did this, but the chat system has to be fixed where we can see multiple chats at once, and we have the option to not see a certain chat if we don't want to. That has to come back. Number 4 on the list is pay to win. The game needs money to survive. The game needs money to pay the pockets of the developers that make this fucking game. But the way they go about that is completely the wrong way. They provide really shitty content. They put less creativity and thought into new updates, but they expect us to pay so much money into the game. Like, how does that work? You know, you have to make the players happy in order to keep the game running, and that's something they don't understand. But you know what it is? It's not their fault. I don't blame them because it's on us. We as players, we keep feeding into them. Like, we keep giving them our money, we keep providing everything that they want, and in return, what are we getting? Huh? Like, think about it, right? Like, if you're a pay-to-win player, or not, when I say pay-to-win, I mean just giving him even $10 or $15, like, just whatever. If you give him any money, think about it. Admins have been out for a year and a half. The drop rate sucks. PvP is broken. Resilience is broken. The content, the new dungeons. Look at the new dungeons. You go inside a dungeon, you kill one boss, bam, it's over. You know, the events. I'll get into that later, but the dungeons itself suck. A dungeon is meant for a group of people to go in there, and it should be challenging. It should be something that it's not a walk in the park. They create all these beautiful maps for these dungeons, but they put one fucking boss in there, and they expect you to kill it, and you can kill it within like 2 minutes, and bam, it's over. And the drop rate for like tier 6 and stuff like that, as you all know, it sucks. So that's not what a dungeon's about. You're supposed to go in there, and you know, it should be challenging, it should be exciting, it should be something that you don't get used to. It shouldn't be something that's so easy to come by. So that's something they really have to change. They have to change the pay to win aspect. They have to make this game more playable for everyone, because there's a lot of people that don't pay for the game, and you know, I've met people that don't even drop a single penny on the game, but they still have the same things that everyone else around them has. But the only issue with that is that it takes them much longer to achieve those things. So like, if you're a PvE player and you're just a straight up non-pay to win player, but all the people around you, like your friends, your guildies, your peers, they're all pay to win, and you see all the things that they get, that feeling sucks, because you know that you want that, but you don't have the money, or you don't want to pay to get that. You just wish there was a way that the game was playable, and you just wish that you could get it without paying. So that has to change. They have to not remove, but they have to completely lessen down the pay to win aspect for the game. It's just a must. Number 5 on the list is new events. Now, when I say new events, what I mean by that is events that everyone can participate in, not just the pay-to-win people. Like if you look at the reroll event, the lottery event, the dungeon event, all those things require you to use your runes, right? Because for reroll you have to use runes, for lottery you have to use runes, and for dungeons you need tabs. And the only way to get tabs is by having runes. So I feel like they can fix that, and they can add new events, different events. You know, we need to force them to be more creative and put some thought into the damn game and come out with things that everyone can do. For example, they have a world boss event, right? But the prizes suck, so nobody wants to do them. Who wants fox ears? Fox ears are freaking ugly. I'm sorry, you know, I'm sure some of you might like fox ears, but let's be real here. Nobody gives a shit about fox ears. Number two prize on the world boss event is a freaking scanner weapon. A scanner, not a weapon, a scanner. Something that's been around for years. You can do one fucking FML run and you can get a scanner from there. And that they put that as a freaking reward, as an item that's years old that nobody needs. Like, come on. So they have to fix that. Like, they have to give people incentives to play. You know, like players who have quit, players who stop playing, that are active but they stop playing and they play much less. Game Loft needs to give these players incentives, even new players. And they have to make events available for everyone, not just to pay-to-win people. For example, like if you go, like an event could be where you go in the any map and you kill a specific mob of you know, and whoever kills the most gets a prize. Now the prizes have to be something good. They have to be something that people want. You know, like for example, a vanity, right? A really cool vanity that someone would like. They could add that for an event like the world boss. Now that would be chaos. Like if you go, like picture this. There's a world boss event. The number 1 prize is a fox ear. Now when it says world boss Mado or Galenu or all these ice beasts that spawned, when you go to those spots, you're not gonna see shit. You're not gonna see that many players. Not that many players you used to see years ago, when it was like real, you know, when that stuff mattered. You're not gonna see that. You're not gonna see the competition, the drive, the passion that people had to go to those things. Now you put a freaking vanity up there, a cool vanity, a new vanity, a unique vanity, then everyone's gonna go for it, because everyone has a shot to get it. Everyone, not just the pay-to-win people, but everyone. And that's what we need in this game. We need things that bring everyone together. We need things that everyone can participate in. So, that's what has to happen. So, my whole point of making this video is to address these 5 things. And what I need you guys to do is work with me here. To be honest, we only have one shot at this. And when I say that, it's because this game, sooner or later, it's gonna die out. You've all seen it. You've seen the direction it's going. And we keep giving them our money, so that has to stop. I need all of you to write a ticket to Gameloft. I need you all to write a complaint or email, or go to their website, go on the support, and write a ticket and address the 5 things I mentioned in this video, which is admins, PvPS4, the chat system, make the game less pay to win, and make new events that are fair for everyone. And these things have to be, I'm not saying these are the only things that can help make the game great. There's so much more, but you have to address like a few at a time. Because if we give them a list of 50 things, they're not gonna fix it. But if we give them a list of select things that is beneficial for everyone, then it can make an impact. And the main thing I want you guys to add in this ticket is you have to say that I will not buy any runes, I will not spend any money on this game until these issues and until these things are fixed, until my concerns and my voice is heard. Because for the longest time, people keep submitting tickets, but it doesn't matter because you keep giving them your money anyway. You keep buying runes, you keep giving them what they want. So why the hell would they do anything different? It's less work for them. They go into their jobs and they have little to no work to do. They take months. It takes months to come out with an update, right? But look at the content they're giving out in these updates. Look at this new dungeon that came out, this man in prison shit. Have you seen how much thought that went into that dungeon? I'm impressed. I like it. I like the concept. I like the look. But it's one boss. At the end of the day, it's one fucking boss. They're not creative because you guys are letting him get away with this. You, the players, the people that play this damn game, are letting the developers get a walk in the park. Like, you're giving him a freebie pass to do whatever they want. And if you want your concerns and your voices and everything to be heard, if you want your issues to be fixed, stop giving them your damn money. Because when the money stops, that's when they'll do something about it. And yes, there's still going to be players, like people that don't watch this video, there's still going to be players, regardless if you watch it or not, you're still going to spend money. If you're a spender, you're going to spend money. But if for 1 month, for one rune sale, if you don't spend any money and you show them that you're actually serious, you're ticked off, and you want real changes, and when they, at the end of the 3 days, 2 days after the rune sale's over, and they check the records and they see, they go, huh, wow, we didn't make that much money. What's going on? And they see all the complaints and the tickets, and then they all say, we're not giving you shit. We're not giving you our money. You're not fixing this. That's when they become alert, and that's when they take it seriously. And it's the only way. Okay, this is a gaming company, and they become greedy and greedy and greedy to the point where they don't care about anything else but money, your money. So you have to stop giving them your money. You have to stop buying runes. I know it's hard. You love the game, you want to play, but you're gonna have to hang in there, and you have to work with the whole community and me, because I'm trying to make a difference, but it's hard to when everybody else is not working with me. And the only way things can change is if you, the players, work with me and work with your fellow peers, your friends, and you stop this fucking madness that's going on in the game and these horrible developers that put little to no effort into the game. You have to make a difference. So please don't spend any money. Make sure you write a ticket and you address the 5 things I mentioned in this video: admins, S4, chat system, make it less pay to win, and make new events that are fair for everyone. And you have to write that I'm not spending any money. Make sure you do that. Write a ticket, and they'll give a typical response, as in they'll say thanks for your suggestions or blah blah blah. We'll forward this to our developers, something like that, which is good because they do forward it to the developers. And when the developers see that the revenue is going down, that the players are making a stand, that the players are doing something about the game because they love the game, then they are forced and they have to do something about the game, because they're not going to make any money if we don't give them it, So just please work with me on this. Let's make a difference, and we'll see what happens. I apologize for making such lengthy videos. I know it's long, it's a lot to hear, it's a lot to take in, but I had to say it. I had to get all these things across, and I really hope that we can make a change for the good. See you all soon.